Well, certainly glad and proud of this group that continued to fight for the entire game, especially in overtime. And how we shot free throws down towards the end of the game. We're actually 12 of 14 free throws at the end of the game, and I think that certainly was the difference. When you look down at the baskets made, we won that out. But I think our defensive effort made a lot of difference, and our rebounding, certainly giving them one shot and getting the defensive stops. So really proud of the team and how maybe we didn't execute at the end of the game like we wanted to, but we pulled it together and really finished strong in the fourth quarter.
Jerry, I'm not asking this question because Jordan's on radio with JMU right now, but you elected to go with her late in the fourth quarter and into overtime, and then she returns the favor with that big go-ahead three. Was there any inclination on your part of saying, I'm going to keep her in the game and, Bridget's on the bench and just go with Jordan because she might be playing better at the moment?
Yeah, well, Bridget had a pretty good game. It just, she was second on the team in scoring and knocked down some free throws there at the end. There's not a lot that separates the skill set between 4 players. Alice Markova, and I just haven't got her on the floor. You're going to find out that she's a pretty good ball player, passer and shooter as well. And Bridget was not feeling, I got the word, she wasn't feeling really, really good. And she had put a lot of minutes on the court, actually 24, and Jordan should have been fresh. And I think she really played pretty calm, and her opportunity was there. And she knocked down, like you said, that big three. Yeah, there's times that maybe I even thought about having, and it will happen. I will have both Bridget and Jordan Bailey in at the same time. But, Maya's really played well the last 2 games and been a great asset, scoring inside and rebounding. And she's pretty heady on the defensive end. She's trying to get charges. I think maybe got one. I'm not sure, but she gets in the rotation. She is there to help everyone else. It's just, here we go in overtime. We need some people that would be able to step in and just play a minute or two. And you had Nina Lindstrom in the game. There was no shots or anything, but she's in the game guarding people. And we snuck a couple freshmen in there with Emma Hess and Jordan Hodges, and those are quality players, and they're going to have a bright future here for us.
The response of your team after giving up the final 7 points of regulation, going down early in overtime, and really not wilting at all, what can you say about the resolve of this team and the ability for this group to not let James Madison's run there at the end of regulation dictate how overtime went?
Yeah, I felt like maybe we were the better team and we'd play better. But as you said, right there at the end, we didn't execute and we opened the door for them. But I'm really proud of their defensive effort on that last stance and to end the game. That was critical, okay? That was critical that we defended and forced them to take a bad shot. It would have been sad if they had made that one. It would really hurt. We could have learned some lessons, but you don't have to lose to learn those lessons. But really glad and proud of their effort that they exhibited in the overtime.
You had a close game against Ohio, overtime game in this one. How much of these lessons early in the season are you hoping can make me deposits for this team, as you move forward through the season?
Well, we certainly will break it down, review it, and go over it and over it and over it, and hopefully collectively get better at it, every little detail. But just so proud of our action, how we played on the boards and how we shot free throws at the end of the game there. And, yeah, you better believe we're going to break down. They've got a good attitude to learn. And as I said, you don't have to lose to learn those lessons. And they've been pretty hungry and developing. And I don't want to continue being cardiac kids, though. That's just not fun for any of us. But if we can continue to just execute in crunch time, because if we sort of let both games, our opponent slip in to the game, and it's not necessarily what they did, it's basically what we did to ourselves and put ourselves in some difficult situations.